ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Bellingham Beat Down. I got a little alcohol in my system. We're gonna talk about this as if it's the funniest thing you've ever seen. All right, so we got Clive coming up here, brand new character to Tekken here. We go up against Thing, and it's gonna be Sponce versus MisterScoot. Now, Clive, some people are saying maybe does a little bit too much damage. I personally think, who cares? It's funny. So, with that being said, we're going to head on into game number 1 here. We're already seeing good damage come out on the side of Sponce to get that damage in. Ooh, my goodness. Gets that low open up. Get that good damage in. But we're also going to see another open up there for good damage. Clive is in rage arc position. Keep dash, keep plus, but ooh, that universal get up attack is going to stuff any approach option. Now both players super low, and that is going to be MisterScoot on the first round. Down and dusted. Ooh, with the heat activation strike. Follows it up with a grab. Always that sort of 50-50 situation of strike or throw following a heat dash with how close you are. The trade is going to lead to good damage. It's not over at all for Clive, but that heat dash is going to be good damage. One more strike is all it takes. Evens up the rounds. Next up, round number 3. Another heat activation strike coming on here. We're going to see that pressure coming up. Another pulled by Sponce a little bit during the break. Heat can generally be considered a little bit like Drive Rush in the sense that things you do with heat are very flush, but that's going to be a heat activation. Quite literally, in the case of Clive, look at those flames. Good damage coming out. Now you've got to respect any and all options. Very nicely done. To get the whiff punish there, goes up 2 rounds. Round point here for MisterScoot in game number 1. Be careful. Make sure you don't get hit with something that's going to cause you to crumple. Big strike. Good wall carry, but immediately dashes away from the wall. Very smart from Sponce. You don't ever want to get caught in the wall if you can avoid it. Well, it doesn't necessarily mean... Oh, good job to finish with that combo. But you generally want to avoid the wall because it limits your dodging options, it limits your defensive options, even if it doesn't necessarily mean your opponent can get as long of combos having to deal with wall splats. At the same time, you also just got to make sure that you are not going to eat a mix-up that you can't avoid simply because of the wall. Right now, both players are looking very even on health, but that is going to be the low open-up. Not going to be able to kill, but goes low again. MisterScoot will take game number 1.
These flames, they shall ever guide me.
What the hell is cosplay?
Get ready for the next battle.
Alrighty, we're going into game number 2 here. We are seeing the switch to the asteroid.
To even the odds. Any objections?
Round 1.
It was a game over Sponce. The Clive versus the Thing. Gets the low open up. Going to get a follow-up of a stomp in this situation. Good damage. Almost half-life for Scoot. Is going to get that overhead strike for the heat activation. Goes in for the grab. Extremely good damage. Making sure to stay plus in the right situations. He does a little bit of a stance there, but he ends up punished out of it. Still getting good strikes. That's going to be great damage. You're just one hit away. You cannot afford any straight hit of any sort at this point, and there it is. That's going to be the low that Scoot's going to take advantage of for round number 1 in this situation. Ooh, nice launcher there. It's going to get good damage out of it. Probably about quarter life here. And carry it all the way to the corner. Now you're in that rough situation of the wall is a dangerous place to be in Tekken, but gets out of it very quickly and goes again for the heat activation. Activation, the raw one counter here gets a good strike to get some damage out of it. But the crumple state, this could very easily beat death with just a little bit of good counter comboing rather. Scoot is on match point right now. 2 rounds up over Sponce in game number 2. watching the full stage transition, and now you have those ground bounce additional combos in play on the stage. If you are not aware, hitting ground bounce situations can cause the stage to have a stage hazard activate, which will cause an additional combo state plus additional damage. There is going to be that strike. That is exactly what I am talking about. Combos directly into it with the heat activation. Extremely good damage. About 40% is going to be taken off, and the pressure is there. All of that damage is such a huge life lead. But with Clive, it can disappear instantly. Clive has a lot of damage in his kit right now. Goes low with the sweep, and you're in the corner situation because of the grab right now. You are in a rough spot, but now both players with equidistance to the corner themselves. Getting a little low open up. Not going to be able to get the kill, but you are in a rough situation. But the launcher is there. And Sponce closes this out. Does not quite finish it because of the low, but we're going to get the trade. And that is going to be Fang. Sponce will keep himself alive, pushing it to round number 4. Very good start, and despite the risky situation, keeps himself alive in this situation. Heat activation on the side of Scoot. We are carrying the momentum forward right now. And there's the heat activate, the heat attack, and the heat dash immediately. Keep that pressure on. Scoot looking a little bit destroyed in that particular round, but it's still not over just yet. You have one round to go for both players to finish up the game here. It is by no means over. Scoot eating more than half life, but gets a solid side switch in the situation. Heat attacking today, crushed low, but doesn't get any follow-up off it, but good strikes. Keeps safe in this situation. There we go, heat activation on that overhead strike. You can get some good damage out of this. Are you going to follow up with anything? Does not quite get the low, is properly blocked, but the chip is there. You have to be careful, and the strike comes out. Scoot will clutches out and take the set 2-0 over Sponce. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Bellingham Beatdown. We got some Tekken 8 going for you here. We'll see what comes up next. Don't go anywhere. We still got Street Fighter and 10 more Tekken for you to watch. Stay tuned.